talk about Damascus Road Productions and what your vision is before we get to your newest project, which I want to get to in a second.
Sure.
But talk about kind of what your vision was for Damascus Road.
Yeah, well, the name speaks volumes, of
Right.
course. Damascus Road in name has existed for a number of years. Shortly after I moved to LA, I acquired the name through the state of California and went through all the legal channels to officially grab onto that name. And at first it was a loan out company for my acting business. It's not uncommon for actors to have a separate company that's a loan out company that production companies pay to, and then that company pays me. So I had sat on that name for a number of years, Damascus Road Productions, and then a film I was in 5 years ago came out called Believe, and Sony Pictures released it nationwide, and all of a sudden we found ourselves as a production entity. I was literally and figuratively the face of the production, certainly to the powers that be at Sony, and was on the the poster around the country. And all of a sudden my production company needed to be listed somewhere. So I converted what had already existed in name to a production company. And then, as you probably know, in this business and any other, one press release, and in our industry a Variety magazine article or a Deadline.com article that tells the entertainment industry that you have a production or you're getting ready to release a movie, then I often say every sycophant friend you've had since third grade all of a sudden has a script. And my wife and I, who is way smarter than me, knows way more about what and how to do things, quickly said we need to have a brick and mortar facility. I had access to an office at Sony Pictures that I rarely went to, and I live in the Calabasas section of LA County, and we found an office in Westlake Village, right on the Ventura County, LA County border. And so we opened up a brick and mortar production company facility, and we literally hung our shingle out, and it's been pretty incredible, to say the least. I will have opportunity, sometimes as short as an elevator ride, and sometimes as long as an interview like this, to explain the name to somebody. And sometimes I'll hand out that business card, and I'll get a funny look, and sometimes it's just a sentence, but at the very least I get a chance just to talk just quickly about Paul's journey and what that really means. So, and the premise behind the name sort of goes without saying, but our thought process at Damascus Road is we want the projects that we produce and distribute to have a transformative quality, knowing full well that honoring that tip of the hat from Saul to Paul. There was a transformation, obviously, that happened. And again, our projects we're sometimes loath to have a call to action or a conversion moment in the movie, but at the very least, we want every one of our films to cause somebody to think. And we want people to ask that question, what is out there? And at the very least, come to the realization that there's something bigger than me. So hopefully transformation takes place in the process.